going to be moving, and we've rented a moving van and all this other stuff, and we kind of wanted to just shoot a video to show you what our apartment looks like now that we've lived in it and I've case-loaded in it, and yeah, and then we're also going to shoot another video to show you our new apartment before I case-load in it.
Is that what's gonna happen? A case-explosion is when she comes home and takes all her stuff out of her bag and puts it on the floor and then just leaves it there for 2 weeks.
Or when I start a project and that project just slowly, like, I don't need to use this, so I put it here, and then slowly it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and there's this small rainbow around me of all the things that I wish were at hand that I'm not using at the moment.
So this is outside of our apartment, and this is the 7-Eleven down here. If you've seen some of our other apartment videos, maybe you've already seen this stuff. So we'll try and make this brief. And behind here is a soba shop that we never ate at.
I think Eric thinks that pedos go there.
Pedos?
I don't know.
No, it's a weird place, man. It's just got a weird vibe. I'm not going in there. All right, and then when you walk in, then this is where you walk down. And honestly, we're not that thrilled with, like, this is like gravel. And the gravel, when it gets wet, it can be kind of a nuisance.
Yeah, when it was snowing, everybody else is like going into their house and they've just got snow on their boots, but we've got like massive amounts of mud. So that wasn't very good.
But, I mean, the apartment is okay, but this little area is kind of a bummer. And
porch.
Yeah, so this thing up here is where we live right now. And these are the doors to go in. And just our mailbox is here, and then we have to climb up these mighty stairs, and then we are in the apartment area.
No, we're in the Golden Balls area.
Yeah, the Golden Balls area. And then this is our Tanuki, and his name is Golden Balls. If you've never met him before, this is he, and he's pretty small. Here's my hand for reference. And usually people will put these outside of izakayas, which are like Japanese bars, but we put one outside of our apartment. I'm sure everybody thinks we're nuts. And here is our apartment door, and we will go inside. And Katie is in what's called a genkan, and this is where you take your shoes off. And it is really small, and I have really big feet, and it's kind of a miserable experience coming in and out of here. And I've actually taken and hung some of our shoes on the door because our genkan closet is full of other things. It's just a mess.
Well,
so,
your shoes are really big for that closet.
Yeah. I mean, they fit in there, but I have to cram them in there, and it's sort of just a bummer.
And this is kind of how our life has ended up with, like, random chores we have to do. Like, we hang our clothes that are drying in this area above the washing machine.
That is right next to the front door.
Yeah, so it makes it quite a crowded experience when you come in. But that's kind of how it is. Our shower hasn't turned into anything too spectacular, but we actually do just leave our towels hanging in the shower room, and they never really get wet except for when Eric takes the shower.
Yeah, so they dry off because they have this, like, a pretty strong fan that sucks the air out of the top.
Yeah, so that works really nicely.
So then if Katie turns around, she is standing in the kitchen.
Oh yeah, I'm in the kitchen now.
Like, the washing machine? Or the
just a
clothes washing device? Washing machine? What's it called? Washing machine?
Washing machine.
Oh, dishwasher and washing. I get it mixed up.
Yeah.
Okay, and then, like, burner.
Yep.
And then you're now entering the living room.
Yeah, and now we're in the living room. Let's take 3 steps.
And then toilet room. They're actually separate little rooms.
Which is good, because
Because sometimes they'll be in the shower room, and then the toilet is wet from the shower, and that's a bummer. And now, like, I mean, without getting crude, like, she can take a shower and I can take a dump, you know? Like, separately. It doesn't have to be such a romantic endeavor.
If anybody wants to buy these chairs, please buy these chairs.
Yeah, because yesterday we bought a couch.
Yeah, we bought a couch. And then you walk through the living room, and this is our new setup for where our table is, and just watching videos and eating dinner there. And the curtains that everyone seems to love, because they are pretty much the best curtains in the world. And then the limited amount of privacy because the neighbor's window is right there. But actually, they never open it, and it's like frosted glass, so we never see them. Our closet
is actually pretty big, considering considering the size
of the apartment.
Yeah, so the closet, like, is my arm, is deep. It's quite deep. And then, like, you can see we have a lot of things is jammed up here. Some things need to go, and we have a reasonably decent, like, drawer system and stuff installed there. And that's the whole apartment, except for we have a This is a ladder of death. Like at nighttime, you want to use the restroom, you're like groggy and you have to climb down these stairs in the middle of the night to go to the toilet. I cannot believe I haven't killed myself on this ladder. Like it baffles me. Last night I was climbing down that thing, I was like, man, I only got a week left, it's gonna be it. So I'm really kind of worried about the next few days. And up there is our bed. And I will climb up the ladder of death and hopefully die on the way down. So this is the bed, and the problem with this is we're on the top floor of this building, and it is like an oven up here. It's like an attic. So I just checked the temperature. The outside temperature is 36 degrees Celsius, and the temperature up here was 42 degrees Celsius. We do have an air conditioning unit here, but we don't usually run it because we just run the one down here when we're hanging out downstairs. So we have a fan up here, and this is like a pile of futon stuff, and that's a bunch of stuffed animals. And these are some big giant teeth that light up that Katie found in the trash that for some reason she's brought home. What are your plans with the teeth?
Maybe make a table. I don't know.
A tooth table?
But this kiwi drink's really good.
Yeah, it's not bad, is it?
So kiwi.
Yeah.
Kiwi-y.
So the process of finding the new apartment was actually pretty easy. We talked with, Katie emailed a whole bunch of different people that do real estate like searches for foreigners, and most of them were really flaky, it seemed like, but then she found Taka.
Taka.
And Taka was awesome.
Yeah, Taka is really great. He basically just met us, told us that he can take us to any apartment that is available for looking at, and he has taken the ropes on making sure that they're okay with foreigners living there, because you do have to ask that question. Some places will not rent to foreigners. And as Taka said, they're racists. Which was very funny. We like Taka. And so he took us around. We only ended up seeing 2 apartments, and we decided that the second one we saw was the one that we wanted, and hopefully we'll get to show you a nice video of that once we get there, and it won't be crazy looking with tons of boxes, but I think it will.
Yeah, well, yeah, it'll probably be
for
a little
at least a week or so.
Yeah, and yeah, that's it. But I have a special treat, and I'd like Katie to hold the camera, because we're gonna do something here that I've been meaning to do for a while. We have a popsicle.
Oh, it's not the spaghetti one, is it?
Yeah. So it's basically...
Ryan told me these suck.
Yeah, it's essentially spaghetti flavored. Yeah. So it's spaghetti flavored popsicle. And it says it has tomato jelly inside of it, and...
tomato jelly?
What is the word they use? Napolitan?
This is terrible.
Napolitan? Napolitan? Napolitan aji kakigori. What is Napolitan?
Napoleon.
Yeah, but what is that?
Or Neapolitan.
Neapolitan?
Neapolitan.
Yeah, is that a pasta thing?
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's
but anyway,
definitely not.
Let's put it this way. This dad is like wicked crazy excited about his pasta, and it's an ice cream bar. So we're gonna open this guy up, and it's kind of old, so it's probably, you know how popsicles get frosty and weird? Yeah, it's
frosty and weird.
Yeah. Ugh.
Wow, I'm glad I could be part of this.
That was really gnarly.
Yeah, this looks really terrible.
Okay. Dozo.
It's already attacking me. It's a hot dog pasta. Oh. I can't tough that one out. This is really bad.
You can throw that in the trash can.
It kind of tastes cheesy at the same time.
It tastes like vomit. Flat out.
I have vomit that's tasted better than this. Wow.
Sorry guys, that's not gonna make it. I'm not even gonna try to microwave that one like we did the stew one. It's done.
No way, dude.
On that note, let's move.
Let's move! Welcome to Minami-Otsuka.
Hello.
So we've moved, and we've been here for about a month and a half, and that's how long it's got.
Has it been a month and a half?
It's been a month and a half for us to sort our lives out.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's not because we're lazy. Well, some of it's because we're lazy, but other parts of it's because
We have a
work.
Wii U.
Yeah, and there's Mario Karting
problem.
to be done. And I got a Yoshi game for my birthday, so yeah, we're really working on life.
Honestly, actually, we only have one day off a week together because I have to work Saturdays and she works Monday through Friday. So it's we don't have a lot of time to do things. So we've been a little bit behind on cleaning the apartment, getting things put away, yada 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 yada.
Yeah.
But anyway, here is our new building. So we live in this beautiful metropolis, and is it beautiful?
Metropolis.
Is it metropolis? Oh,
You
metropolis.
thought I was going to be skeptical of beautiful. I think it's kind of beautiful.
Yeah, I actually do. I think it looks
feels
cool.
industrial-esque when everything else just feels residential.
Yeah. So,
I think that's cool.
yeah, I think it's actually kind of like modern, kind of cool looking. It fits the neighborhood really well. And wait, we have a vending machine of our very own.
Yeah.
Let's check out what's in the vending machine. All
I
right.
get the Pepsi.
That's very exotic of you.
Yeah.
So we got Mountain Dew, 7-Up. This is like an energy drink-ish type thing, and then some sort of Pepsi thing, and then a cherry. These aren't cherries. These are like cousin of cherry.
Acerola.
Yeah, acerola, and then just green tea and coffees and green teas and apple tea. Have you had this apple tea?
No.
Yeah, you could hit that guy.
If you ever see these, they're not very good.
Yeah, they aren't very exciting. This is just water, and this is the Orange Gina. Love the Orange Gina.
He puts whiskey in it, and then he says he loves the Orange Gina. I think he loves something else. Anyways, also below our building is apparently like a scooter and motorbike storage.
So we have this little under area, and if we had a motorcycle, which dear God, I wish we had a motorcycle, we would have a place to park it, but we have to pay for it. But of course, you have to pay for the parking area. But it would be amazing to have a motorcycle in Japan.
Beside that, you also have where we dump our trash. And what's really surprising about this particular building is that everything seems really condensed. Like, we've never had a trash receptacle right by our building, like, or attached to our building. So this is really close. Like, in the morning, just toss it and walk, instead of walking with your trash for a while.
What's it look like back over here? I've never looked. Okay, so our room is on the back corner over there, just for some perspective. All right, let's go. So this building is about an 8-minute walk. Oh, wait, Katie's gonna show you something.
It's our mailbox.
That's our mailbox. I know the combination, you know, but it's a pain to do it, so I always just open this and then just reach in here and pull things out.
302 is
yeah, 302 is a little behind on pulling things out. Okay, so we are on the second floor, and this building is it takes about 8 minutes to walk to our train station, Otsuka Station, which is really cool because it's on the Yamanote line. And the Yamanote line, if you don't know, is the line. It's the best way to say central Tokyo, because this middle of Tokyo there really isn't that much. It's like there's this line that runs around Tokyo, and that's where all the major stations are located essentially. So we live on that line. So in a really weird sense, we live on the perimeter of Tokyo, which is central Tokyo. And that is where our apartment is. And as you can see, some people probably already know Golden Balls. So let's check him out. He's made the move.
Yeah.
So there we go. Golden Balls is at his perch, keeping a lookout for things and watching our umbrellas, making sure nobody's jacking our umbrellas.
Yeah, he would fiercely defend those umbrellas. He'd be like, "You gonna do that?" This also has a number lock, like our other place did. And that's amazing. No keys, ever.
Yeah, it's really nice. But what if that battery dies and we're in trouble, right?
Battery dies, we move. With just the stuff, us and Golden Balls, gone. We don't have a video camera in this apartment, which is kind of a bummer.
It's nice to have one. I wouldn't say it's horrible that we don't, but it is nice to be able to see who's here.
But here's what the apartment sounds like.
Exciting.
Exciting.
Something that's nice, when you walk when you walk through like into the apartment, like right here, there's this smell of clean laundry like at all times. I don't know why. I think like there's an exhaust or something. I'm not quite sure, but it's like refreshing. Oh, you're home. It smells like clean laundry. And then I just knocked a shoe down. And this is our Genkan. So this is where you know your entryway where you take your shoes off and stuff. And it's actually huge. Our last apartment was really small. So it was like very small. It was like this. So this is like humongous. I love it. So much nicer. And then this is the apartment. Or at least the kitchen.
Yeah, it's just the kitchen.
So as we step in, and if I turn right here, then this is the Genkan closet. So this is where you put all of your shoes.
And for some reason, it's also where the toolbox goes.
Yeah.
Like, we moved here, and we put the toolbox somewhere else. I was like, nope, goes with the shoes. Toolbox.
It's our third apartment in Japan.
Toolbox lives
and
there.
the toolbox has always been there.
Yeah.
All right, so show us the kitchen.
This is where I do the cooking. Do you do the cooking?
Oh man.
Our apartment did not come with a stove, so we got a new stove, which was more money than I wanted, and quite a trip through department stores.
How much? It was like $150 US, right?
$150, yeah.
Yeah.
But this one comes with like a grill kind of inside, but I haven't figured out how to use it properly. And I'll show you how it works, because it's kind of cool. This, usually they have
fish.
You just push the fish and it'll light up inside.
So, yeah, you can see the fire.
But what is difficult about this is that you will cook something in it and then it automatically turns off when it gets to a certain heat. So you can't keep cooking.
It's like a safety feature or something? It's
I
really
don't
strange.
know. It's a not cooking your chicken all the way through feature, which I don't really like.
And then it has 2 burners, which is pretty nice, because we have lived in situations with just one, and that was kind of balls.
Oh,
but
God.
It
It would take me like 40 minutes to make pasta and garlic bread. Oh,
and so here, some people have probably seen a photo of this that I put on Facebook, but our bear toaster died. And we ordered a pig toaster, and it was supposed to be all pink. But then we opened the box, in bed, I might add.
It bit me.
It did just cut you.
Aww.
It's vicious. So we opened the box, and then the cow pig came out, and this we didn't realize wasn't even an option. So now he lives here, and he cooks our toast. Toasts our toast? What's the word?
He cooks our toast, toasts our toast, and cuts our fingers.
Our fingers.
Thanks a lot, guy.
And then...
Oh, people wanted to see the banana bread. I made this banana bread.
This was made in a rice cooker.
Yeah.
So.
Because we don't have an oven, and I think that's one of the things that, like, maybe we should have got, but we never ended up getting, and so now I'm starting to learn how I can use other things that we do have to make cool things. Like our rice cooker we only used for rice, but now I've been using it to make lots of other weird things. Okay, so rest of the kitchen, plates and bowls and random shit up there, and this is kind of like, fuck. This is like...
She's got blood on that.
This is where we put all of our toiletries.
Candy.
And candy.
Is there candy in there?
Yes.
It's just honey and stuff. That's not the massive box of candy. We have a much larger.
This is the massive box of candy. Thank you to Marco who sent us some amazing candies.
Yeah, Marco sent us from the Netherlands. Yeah, a whole bunch of candy. It's been really fun.
Really cool.
Yeah.
Except for that one that I ate. It was really salty. That was not good, Marco. But the rest was good. Don't worry. Down in the bottom, you kind of just stuff in everything where you can stuff it in. That's about all I can say. But I think it's kind of cool to look in each one and see what's going on in there. Ingredients. This is where I keep my cereals. Yeah.
We have plenty of room from the kitchen, I suppose, at this point.
It's way bigger than our older apartment, and it's bigger, but you don't know how to use the space properly yet, because you don't...
And we've used like a bunch of things like suction cup bars, and then you can put things to hang them there. And then if you look up in the exhaust, this is the exhaust for the range. And then, you know, we have like magnetic things so we can hang things, and there's magnets up there so we can hang things. So you make a way to figure out how to put things in the right places. Katie's found some Band-Aids, I think. And what do they say? What do these Band-Aids say?
My dad got me these.
And, our refrigerator has the microwave that we've had since we lived in Kumagaya, and then the plates and stuff. And then up here we put one of these. This is like an expandable shelf that we put here, so we could put like lightweight things. There's bread, and like this is like a fruit basket, bananas and stuff in it. And then we also brought our table that we bought when we lived in Kumagaya, and that has migrated here. But we are down to 2 chairs. We do not have 4 chairs anymore. There's not really room for 4 chairs, obviously. There's only 3 sides, and then 2 chairs is enough.
We don't have any friends.
Yeah, there's only 2 of us. And, oh, this light in here is pretty slick. So this is the light, and this was left by the previous tenant, which is really nice. And I'm not sure here. So you can do different like settings on it. I guess it only has 2.
The remote. They don't know
2.
what you're doing.
Yeah, I have a button, and then turn it off, turn it like to sexy mode, turn it on. That's nice. And then
from the kitchen you can go to the bathroom. Don't pee from the kitchen. Go into the bathroom.
Yeah.
But we have what's called a washlet. We usually call it a Robo Toilet, but Japanese people know it as a washlet.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Every time I say Robo Toilet,
life-changing. It's amazing.
And we showed the kind of what that's like.
I'll show it again.
So what this thing does, this will wash your rear end. This will softly wash your rear end. This will wash your lady bits or your boy danglers. Trust me, if it's sweaty and hot outside, that's a pretty nice button. That's all I'm saying. And then this to adjust like water temperature and stuff. And this is like a timer, but I haven't quite figured out what it's for.
It's for when your boy danglers are
It's a boy dangler timer. And then it has like a cleaning system and stuff, so it'll self-clean. And then it'll like adjust the pressure of the water. And this is like the back and forward of like where the nozzle is aiming.
But this thing is pretty like sophisticated. I think it uses lasers or something. I don't know, because it can find, wait, it's good at aiming.
Are your boy danglers?
And so we have a little window here, and this opens like whoop, like that, and this opens up and down like this. And you can see there's these people down here. I think they're crazy because even when there's like thunderstorms, all their laundry is out. So I don't know what's going on, but we don't have much of a view there. But this little window, actually, if you keep this window open and then this door open, the breeze that cuts through the apartment is nice.
That's what we needed.
Yeah, we forgot the door stop. And then another thing that the toilet does, you have 2 flushes. You have a heavy flush and then a light flush if you push it this way. And when you do flush, water comes out of here, so you can just wash your hands when you're in here. And then I have a towel here, and boom. This is another one of those. This is more heavy duty. Expandable shelf that we put in here just so we could put, you know, bathroom stuff. And then we have one of these again. This is so awesome. So I have this incredible device. You want to change the toilet paper roll, you just go ding, and then it's up, and then you put it back in, and your toilet paper has been changed. Amazing. All right. So we're back in the kitchen, and we can cut around this little wall here, and this goes into the laundry area, I guess you could call it.
Yeah, this is the laundry room, and that's the shower room.
Yeah, so this is just, you know, laundry stuff, towels and...
And even though we have more space in the kitchen, we still are leaving appliances like in here, just because there's no room on the counter for that.
Yeah.
If I put this on the counter, there's no room to cut anything.
It's true.
Except for my finger on the toaster.
That's true.
Yeah.
So this is just a washing machine that we've had since we moved to Japan, and stuff. We don't have a dryer, so these are like racks that we use to dry our clothes. And yeah, that's a thing that boils water, and that's a rice cooker. It's a really old rice cooker with like no settings. There's a timer, and it has on and like keep warm. That's all it does. I guess some of them get kind of fancy now. Yeah. And then this is the little shower. So we have a little light, and it is, so you can see Katie is standing in the area where we stand to take showers, but I think the system is a little different for Japanese people. They have a little stool and all kinds of crazy things. And then it's kind of big actually, because then we have this bathtub, which is a very small bathtub.
It's the best bathtub we've had though.
Is it?
Yeah, it's wide and it's pretty deep.
Really?
Yeah, it's really nice.
Okay, well, I don't really get down on bathtubs. So yeah, that's the room that we take showers in. And as usual with Japanese houses, when we looked for an apartment in Tokyo, our main rule was the toilet can't be in the same room with the shower because it's just horrible. Like the toilet's always wet, and then like if I need to use the restroom and she needs to take a shower, then it's just a mess. So we were really happy that we found a place that had the rooms separated. And it is nice because then, you know, in the morning, like 2 people can get ready and actually be productive as you're going along through your routines. Okay, what room next?
This one.
What is this?
This is the bedroom. Oh, we didn't turn on the light.
This light is kind of like the other light, only it's even cooler.
Yeah, so bright as hell mode.
Yeah.
And bright as hell mode goes down, down, down.
Like multiple steps.
You kind of feel like this sexy mode, we got nothing on star mode. This shit is sexy. You can brighten up star mode if you need to. You can also take it down real low.
Depending on how sexy you want it?
Yeah. Star mode's just super sexy all the time. Oh, how do you... There we go. Ow! Okay.
And then we just have got like the 3DS that we have charges here, her cell phone charges there, like just some stuff up there. It's kind of nice, yeah.
The gigantic banana.
Oh yeah, the gigantic banana. It's amazing.
There's not much going on in here. We don't do much in here.
Yeah, and then we have a air conditioning unit in here. One of 2 air conditioning units in the apartment. And we haven't really used it yet, even though it's getting kind of warm. And we have, oh, this room has got sliding doors. So we can close off to the kitchen and close off to the other room as well.
Let me get that star mode.
Get that star mode going. And then this is kind of the last little area. This is the living room. And
for those of you that missed the cats are still here, even though Eric's not too keen on the cats anymore.
I'm ready for something new. What can I say? Something that is awesome about this room, it's a corner room. So we have a window here and a window there. So you get a pretty nice breeze coming through and a lot of light. And the floors in the whole apartment are like light colored and the walls are all light colored. And compared to our last apartment, which was a little bit dungeon-esque, this is like so much nicer. It's so much brighter and there's so much more light and it's so much more like better-ish. And then Katie's really happy about something.
Beaky.
Beaky. Oh, here we go.
Why? Oh, here we go.
Oh, no, it's good. No, no.
He likes to fly.
And, okay.
I wanted to show off the lights. So I went to the trash can when we were
I went to the trash can. Did I mention the trash can?
And then to the drive-thru. If somebody got that, then they're awesome. So I went to the trash can. Damn it. And usually you just drop off your trash, but I saw some really amazing things at the trash can, and I had to have them. I mean, they were just sitting there, so I assumed they were trash, and it turned out to be these amazing teeth lights. There were just 2 of them sitting there.
So we have one on one side of the couch. Oh yeah, the couch is new as well. It's really, we really like our couch. And then we have the other one on the other side of the couch. And these little teeth have got buttons that we put back here. And when you click the button, the teeth turn off. So that's really fun.
I made this banana.
Yeah, Katie made this bitty banana. So I sleep, this big banana over here, I sleep with this big banana all the time. And then I went on a trip to America recently.
Without me.
Without her. And so she made me a bitty banana to take with me. That was very sweet of her, yeah? And okay, anyways, also in this room is another air conditioning unit that we haven't used at all. And Katie mounted a temperature gauge up here, which is pretty cool. And it tells you indoor and outdoor temperatures.
Now guys, if you're doing the Fahrenheits, it's not freezing here.
And let's see, we have, oh, the couch. And if I sit on the couch, television and the Wii. And, oh, it's a Wii U, I'm sorry. That'd be perfect, yeah. And what else is in here? Closet?
We have a closet and a family.
Oh, yeah.
closet is much smaller than all of our other apartments. Like even the smaller apartment that we lived in
Musashi
Odawa, the closet was massive. So it's pretty full. We can't get anything else ever.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
So we've jammed some futons back here, and we have our drawers and stuff, and then this is just our suitcases and things, and they're all full of stuff so that, you know, you're maximizing space. But more importantly, we have these guys, the family up here. We have kind of an unhealthy, like, addiction, I think.
I don't know if it's an addiction, it's just
Collection?
when you're with somebody for a really long time and you have really funny experiences with the little stuffed animals, you're just like, I guess we'll keep that forever to remember that. And
Can you name them all?
this one doesn't have a name.
Well, which one? Pikmin. Yeah, it's Pikmin. We got a Pikmin. Okay.
This is little Justin Bieber-san.
Yeah.
This is Kobaton.
Yeah.
Doesn't have a name. I made this. He's so awesome.
Yeah, it is.
This is Carmela the Moose. This is Nyaozane. Kuma. Rila Kuma. This is Jez. Chicken.
Chicken with a hat.
It has a name, but I don't know what it is.
Isn't it just Tori-chan or something like that?
Something like that. Koala-chan. This doesn't have a name. I also made this too. They have a lot of really cool kits at the 100 yen shop. And this is Boos. Sitwell. Susan. Vicky.
Alright.
That's really embarrassing. Isn't it? I don't know if it's embarrassing or not, because like every time I see these things, I love them and they're amazing and they're fun. But other people probably think we're crazy.
That's the whole apartment. Something that's fun, look it. We can go around in circles.
Can you?
So that's pretty cool. And what's really nice is if I'm sitting here or she's sitting here or whatever playing video games and you want to go to the kitchen, you can go not in front of the TV. Like you can go around and like there's no, the game isn't interrupted. This is just amazing.
You're playing the game?
You playing a game?
Playing the game?
Oh yeah? No good. So that's the apartment, right?
Yeah.
And then, oh, I can show a little bit outside as well. So we just have like kind of like an area between buildings. And it's really not that impressive at all. But yeah, for some reason, every time I look out here, it reminds me of Bangkok. I don't know why.
We have a palm tree.
Is it the palm tree that makes me think of Bangkok?
We can't even see the palm tree, but we have a palm tree.
I don't know. It just feels like it.
Why do we have a palm tree?
I don't know.
This is not tropical.
It is not. It's interesting. Oh, this is our balcony. This is literally called a balcony, yeah. And this is the aircon unit that like drives the air conditioning, and these are our recycling bins. And then this is the gas, like it heats the water. Like when you want hot water, that thing turns gas on and then cooks water, I guess. And then hot water.
I'm an expert. Let's
and
pan to me.
hot water comes
definitely water that is hot comes out.
And that's it. That's the whole place.
Yeah.
So you wanted to talk about what else?
Well, we're going to get situated, and a lot of people wanted us to talk about costs of getting an apartment, and we're going to talk to you about getting an apartment in Tokyo, but I have to look at some paperwork first, and we'll be back. That was scary.
Okay, so we're going to go over the costs of the apartment, and this will show like the monthly costs and the initial first month moving in costs, which are kind of ridiculous in Japan, as you will see. You need to keep in mind that we live in a pretty, like, sought after area of Tokyo, and these costs are high because of the location of the apartment, and because the apartment is, for Tokyo standards, not huge, but it's not a tiny little, like, micro apartment either. So,
and it was newly renovated as well.
Yeah, it was recently renovated. So there's some reasons why the apartment cost is so high, but it's still pretty typical of apartments in Tokyo. So yeah, just keep that in mind. But if you're gonna live like outside of Tokyo, like a long way, the costs are completely different. I mean, think about like the difference between living in like rural Pennsylvania and New York City. You know, it's kind of like the same thing.
Yeah, that's totally a good.
Just keep it analogy. Just keep that in check. But we're gonna run this all over, and if you're hoping to move to Tokyo, you might want to sit down as we discuss these numbers because it's kind of ridiculous in a way. Do you think it is? I don't know. It's a really nice apartment. The location is incredible. I never think about this and go, oh God, we spent too much money.
There's some ridiculous parts to it, and there's other things that are completely normal that you would do in America as well, but there's other parts that you would do nowhere else. So let's get to it.
Well, let's get to the numbers. So I'm going to get out of the shot so I can do some good direction for Katie. She has made a chart.
I made a chart. And I don't have a dry erase board or anything, so...
No mistakes.
No mistakes. Okay, so when you move into an apartment, the first thing you're going to look at when you are looking at apartments online and stuff like that, and that's where we found most of the apartments that we looked at. We just went online and we saw, like, okay, that looks nice, this looks nice, and they do a really good job of, like, giving you the layout and showing you what's in the apartment. And you'll have places that don't take pictures and you'll have places that take pictures. We asked our realtor, the ones that don't have pictures, what should we expect? And he was like, expect a dump. Like, they're not good. So if there's no pictures, don't worry about it. Just don't go there. So focus on the pictures and the layouts. The layouts are a really fun thing to look at, and they're usually really easy to understand and can give you a really good understanding of the apartment that you're going to go see or possibly live in. So, the first thing that you're going to want to know about the apartment is how much it is on a monthly basis. And monthly rent does not just cover this. Each month at a Japanese apartment, you will pay the rent, and you'll also pay a maintenance fee.
Most of the time. Is it every time?
Every month, yeah.
No. Every apartment.
Well, I don't know. There could be different ones.
The apartments we looked at.
Every single ones that we've done.
Yeah.
Yeah, even the Musashirawa one had.
Did it?
Yeah. So you're going to have to pay these two things together. For our apartment here, got all the numbers here.
As she does this, let me explain. We are going to talk about everything in yen on the board, and we will say it in US dollars as of the exchange rate today. So if you watch this video, right now it's 2014, if you watch this video in, 2020, it's going to be completely different, or could be completely different. Just keep that in mind. But this is what the yen is, and that is probably a more constant number. If you're looking this up in the future, you should cross-reference that on your own.
No mistakes! Dang it! Okay, so for our apartment, the monthly rent is 109,000 yen. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And the maintenance fee is 3,500 yen. 109,000 yen is $1,080. So each month our rent is $1,080 USD. And the maintenance fee is $35. So the total for that, our rent per month, is $1,111. 1111. Okay? So that's how much this apartment costs per month. And it's kind of high, and I hate that number. But that's what it is to live in Otsuka on the Yamanote line, and that's just what it is. I wish it was lower. Okay, so every month we pay this. Oh, let me write. And in Japanese yen, that's per month. So every single month that's what we pay. The maintenance fee and the rental. When you're looking for an apartment, you're going to have to find a realtor. People do not rent to just a person. You can't just walk up to some building and be like, so, could I live here? And I used to do that in America. Like, we went up to buildings and was like, are you renting? And we'd talk to the landlord and stuff, but I can't even imagine you can do that here.
Well, if you have a friend who has a place that they're renting, you can probably get away without paying the realtor fee, but you gotta know somebody, and then without getting too deeply into it, as a foreigner, it's difficult to find somebody who will rent to you. So you have to, we found a real estate agent that was actually really awesome, and he only works with foreigners, so he knows like what buildings he can rent, like people can rent to, and he knows what companies will work with us, and yada yada yada. So finding the right person is really important, and as a foreigner, you certainly would have a hard time just knocking on people's like doors and being like, can we rent here? Like, it wouldn't work. We did that when we were in Bangkok. We rented a place like that, but that's a completely different system. So, what was his name, the realtor?
Taka.
Taka. And we will put a link to Taka's contact information in the description.
Please only contact him if you're serious. I don't want him to get contacted by a bunch of people that are thinking about moving here. Taka's not like hypothetical. He's like, we're doing this.
Yeah.
So but he's great at what he does. So that's why we want to recommend him to people. Like, if you're here and you want an apartment, or if you're moving here and you're definitely moving here, talk to Taka. He will definitely hook you up. Anyways, so the realtor fee, once you find your apartment, and the realtor will help you go to all the apartments, they will schedule appointments for you to look at apartments, they will talk to all the people for you. Because for us, we can't talk to them at all, but there's certain things that even Japanese people wouldn't be able to talk to the landlord about. They'd need someone to be like, okay, so what's this and what's that and how much is this and stuff like that. They want you to pay them 1 month's rent. The reason that this number is higher than our actual 1 month's rent is because it's not tax inclusive. So they put tax on top of that. So...
But it's the 1 month's rent plus the maintenance fee plus the tax.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's all of that. And I mean, he will go and take you wherever you want to go and look at whatever you want to go see and whatnot. So he's going to end up putting out a lot of money and a little bit of effort probably a little bit of money and a lot of bit of effort to get you to what you want. And Taka definitely did that. Like, I never felt like he was like, okay, hurry up, pick an apartment. I never felt that way. It seemed like he was like, okay, you like this, you don't like that, all right, let's see what we can get you.
So again, like, that works out to like $1,070 US or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Somewhere around that.
That one was yeah. No, that's even more.
1,170.
1,170, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So that's a one-time fee when you rent the apartment.
And you're giving it to the realtor for doing their job. And hopefully they do their job well. We still contact Taka even though he's not really, like, helping us with just questions about random things like, what am I supposed to do about this? And he responds and helps out. He's a really nice guy, so I don't know if they're all like that, but Taka is. Okay. Key money. This is something that does not happen in America. Key money is...
Nothing to do with keys.
Nothing to do with keys. This has to do with keys. This does not. Key money is basically a thank you to the landlord for letting you live in the building. It is a one-time payment per contract.
So every 2 years.
So you sign a 2-year contract to live in your apartment. You can leave before the 2 years is over, so don't worry about that. But the key money is just a thank you to them for letting you have this 2-year contract, and they're going to keep that money. You'll never see it again, and it's like you could kind of just divide it by 24 months and just put it on there because it's just making your rent even more money.
And how much is the key money usually?
Key money is 1 month's rent.
Usually. I've seen it 2 months rent. I've seen 2 months of key money. So basically, this number is just a gift to the landlord.
Okay. In our case, we had asked Taka to look for apartments that were no key money. So for us, key money was 0. But Taka explained to us that about 85% of the market of apartments in Japan has key money. So we were looking for a good apartment in the 15% that didn't have key money. So it could be difficult to find a good apartment without key money that makes you happy. So we thought we might have to dip into the key money ones, which would suck. But we didn't have to. So key money was 0, but we have paid key money for our first apartment. And it's just, bye money, see you later. Hopefully the landlord doesn't suck.
Just be prepared for that if you're coming to Japan.
Okay. Now your deposit is 1 month's rent. So that's going to be... Is it like that? Yeah. It does not include a maintenance fee. So you don't have to worry about adding this maintenance fee. It's just the 1 month's rent. And the deposit is just so that they can make sure you don't fuck up the apartment, just like in America, or I forget, probably most countries have a deposit situation. One thing that happens in Japan is that they will automatically take out a cleaning fee of about $300 or $400, I want to say. That it's quite expensive, the cleaning fee, and that's just so they can clean the apartment from you to the next person.
And the cleanings are incredible.
Yeah, so you will not be seeing this amount back. We'll probably see about maybe $800 or $900 back, I would say.
If we don't punch holes in the walls.
If we don't punch holes in the walls, yeah. Or burn, or melt a door, or stuff like that. We did melt a door once.
By accident.
But they didn't take it out of our deposit.
You're lucky.
Yeah. So the deposit's pretty much normal, standard for most places, I would assume. Insurance. This is something I don't really know if other countries all have insurance, but here in Japan, you pay insurance up front so that in case there's some sort of terrible thing that happens in the apartment, you're already covered, such as a fire. One of the things that's a clause in our insurance is a bomb. If a bomb went off in here and destroyed our television, new TV. Bomb insurance. And our bomb insurance cost around $150.
That's one time.
And it's a one-time fee. This covers 2 years. So if we re-signed to the contract, we'd need to pay this again. But this covers 2 years of insurance for something crappy happening. If there's a flood in here, if somebody's water main breaks upstairs and destroys something of ours, we don't have to pay for it. So that's a good thing. Next, and this is really annoying me right now, okay? You saw the way we get inside. There's no key. There is a lock, but there's no key. At most apartments, you have to pay a key lock replacement fee. And I don't know if this is in case you lose the keys and they have no way to get into the building.
It's so that the people that used to live here don't have keys anymore.
So they change out the entire
They change the lock. Yeah.
Okay, so that's what it is. But for ours, we don't have a key. We changed the code and nobody can get back in.
No,
so,
nothing physical got moved.
Yeah, they didn't have to change anything, but they charged us.
$55.
Around, yeah. What? I just now did the, like, mental annoyance on that. Oh, this is the 6 o'clock music. Kids need to go home. This is playing all over the country right now.
Different songs in different places.
Somebody wanted to hear that, so hopefully you got to hear it.
Okay.
It goes on for a while.
Guarantor company.
Now, the guarantor company is something that not everyone is going to have to worry about here in Japan. When you get an apartment, you need to have somebody, like, co-sign for you. You do the same thing in America and probably other countries. Somebody just says, in case they don't pay their rent, I'll help them.
It's kind of on steroids here, though.
But it is on steroids here. Basically, the Japanese people want you to have somebody to sign for you. Even Japanese people have to do the same thing, and it's like asking your parents or your grandparents to do it for you. I've heard that some Japanese people, their families don't have good enough credit or something like that, so they end up having to do a guarantor company just like us. I mean, I don't have a Japanese grandma. You have a Japanese grandma? You?
I don't think so.
Okay, well, good point. Anyways, we don't have anyone to vouch for us here, but the way that they've covered this is there are guarantor companies, and the guarantor company basically says if they mess up on their rent, we'll pay for them, and then we'll have to pay the guarantor company back. The guarantor company asks for normally 50% of 1 month's rent. Actually, this combined number they ask for. Our company asked for 75%. Dicks.
Well, part of this is probably because we're foreigners.
No, I think it's the building.
Oh, is it?
That's the impression that I got.
Okay. The thing that's cool, though, is our guarantor company speaks English. Our landlord does not. So if we have a problem, like recently we had like the toilet like wasn't filling fast enough, so we were able to contact the guarantor company, and they contacted the landlord and got everything straightened out for us, and they're really good to work with. So
if we hadn't had that,
yeah, if we hadn't had that,
we would have done.
I would have been writing really messy Japanese emails. Hopefully,
who?
Yeah, I know we don't even have an email
I don't
address.
have any contact information for these people. Can you close that door?
Yeah. A mosquito got in. All right. So the guarantor company, how often do we have to pay that?
This is another once a contract. Oh, he got me, that bitch. Yeah, so you pay this once you do the contract, but if we stay in this apartment after the contract is over, we only pay like Ichiman.
So $100.
Yeah, $100. So this is not, we don't have to pay this again and again and again. Like, we could live here for 10 years and we're not going to pay that much money again. This is like an initial, we're a customer fee.
Yeah.
I guess. So you will have to pay all of these things
Up front.
when you sign the contract. So you'll have to pay the first month's rent and the first month's maintenance fee, the realtor fee to say thank you to the guy for helping you get your apartment, key money if it's there, the deposit, which you might see some back, insurance, which will help you not have your shit destroyed, the key lock replacement, which is a lie, and the guarantor company if you're a foreigner or if you're a Japanese person who doesn't have a hookup. Your whole family died and now they're going to take your money.
What's the total?
The total. $443,995 yen.
How much is that in
equals
USD? Write it.
$4,386. So before we even set foot in this apartment, and we just signed the contract, we had to hand over $4,000 and some change to other people.
And I mean, some of that is legit, though. I mean, some of that is your first month's rent.
Normal.
So, like...
Kind of normal.
Kind of normal,
Not
yeah.
normal. I don't know.
Yeah, I think
remember
there's usually
paying
insurance.
insurance.
Yeah, I don't know. When you rent, I have no idea. Key
Not
lock
normal.
replacement. For here, not normal, but in the normal place, yeah. That's kind of not normal as well.
It's not normal.
Yeah.
People would usually just sign. They have their parents sign, or just somebody.
Yeah.
Anyways, so that's the total. So when you come to Japan, you'll probably need to have around this amount of money to get started with your apartment. This does not include anything else. It just includes a place to sit. That's it.
Apartments don't typically have lights in them. They don't have washing machines. They don't have refrigerators. They don't have any appliances. Sometimes they don't have air conditioning units. There's no fans or anything like that. So it's expensive to get started. Like, it's like shockingly expensive, especially obviously if you're in Tokyo.
Yeah, I was gonna say, this is for Tokyo. Kumagaya's numbers were really different.
They were half.
Yeah, I would say they were probably about half. I think
Yeah.
we had to probably put down $2,500 to start in Kumagaya. So if you're outside of Tokyo, you're gonna at least need $2,500 to get your apartment started.
Yeah.
This is just the apartment. It's not like other things that make your life function. So, yeah, those are the numbers. And I feel like there was something else that I wanted to say, but I don't know what it was.
I don't know.
No idea. So yeah.
What's our so every month? What do we pay though? Like break that out a little better. That's this number, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So that's per month.
Okay.
$1,111.
And of course, this doesn't include the gas. It does include an electrical and
Gas,
internet.
electrical, internet, water, health insurance, taxes.
Yeah. But I'm
lot
talking
of
more
things.
about just the apartment
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah. So, yeah, it's a bit expensive, but at least we have a nice place.
Woohoo! So that's what you need to get ready to come to Japan. Have about 5 Gs for an apartment. That is so creepy. His left wing's much better than his right.